Okay, so this is the RazMansReality Viewer Request Edition. We're going to attempt, or I'm going to attempt, I guess I should say, to show you the Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix editing special feature. I've got the camera, which isn't movable, at the best angle for the television, so although it will not be broadcast in HD since this is not an HD camera, hopefully you can get an idea of this Blu-ray feature. Okay, so the scene is the scene where Harry is having Nigel do stupefy on him. So what we'll do is, the first thing, again, hopefully the television's at a good enough angle where you can somewhat see what's going on here. First thing you do is you want to click on a camera angle. You want to choose your first camera angle. You have a close-up shot of Nigel, a close-up shot of Harry, and a close-up shot of the crowd. So just to make this different, let's start out with the close-up shot of Harry. So we choose angle number 2. After that, you have the different options of, again, the 3 different camera angles. You have angle 1 with Nigel actually performing the spell. Angle 2 is Harry waiting for the spell to hit him. And angle 3 is the crowd watching the spell being performed. Since we're going for a little bit of different here, let's go with angle 3 of crowd reaction. So we select that angle, and finally you have the 3 angles. This one, angle 1 is Nigel after he throws the spell. Angle 2 is Harry being hit by the spell, and angle 3 is once again the reaction from the crowd or the other Dumbledore's army students. So for this one, let's choose angle number 2 to see Harry being hit with the spell. There we go, angle 2 has been chosen. Now what we do is we click on this little icon here on the side, which will allow us to go to our audio options. The audio options are for music and also for sound effects. There's 3 different music choices and 2 different sound effects choices. Here are your 3 music choices. That, of course, is the music that played in the original scene. This is a much more darker type of music to it, real quick, snappy music. I'm not sure what scene this is from, but this is also from Harry Potter. And then the 3rd choice is your basic spell scene that actually came from Prisoner of Azkaban when Harry is first performing the Patronus charm. So just for something different, let's choose that Patronus charm music. So to do that, we move it to the right, click on it, it's checked. Now your 2 sound effects options. You have chirping crickets and you have the sound of a whispering wand and spells. Just for something that will be completely crazy, since we're showing the difference the editing can make on a scene, let's choose the chirping crickets. So we click on the chirping crickets, and then once we're done with that, we hit play. All this is done, by the way, by hitting enter on the Blu-ray remote, or if you're watching the DVD version, the DVD remote. So now we're going to play the scene. Hopefully the scene will translate onto this camera. As you can see, we start off with crowd looking, then we see Harry waiting, then we hear the cricket chirpers come in with the different music and the weird sound effect of spring sound effect as Harry gets hit with Stupefy and the Nigel falls to the ground. So there is your example of what it can do as I explained it. Now I'm simply going to play my edited scene out again and see if you can actually hear and see what the scene does without my choosing it. So here we go. Looks like for some reason it didn't save, so I'm going to choose the two options again here. Okay, now we're going to play it through without my voice. So, there you have it, the editing feature on Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. As I mentioned, I do believe that this feature is also on the DVD version, although I never noticed it on the DVD. But it's definitely on the Blu-ray, kind of a cool feature, so check it out. This is reality according to the RazMan, and RazMan style is not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.